Morning world, it's about 9:30 a.m. on the 9th of June 2017. I'd like to take you back 520 years to the 7th of February 1497, when a group of Dominican monks led by Girolamo Savonarola organised an event called the Bonfire of the Vanities in protest at the Medici's opulence and extravagance in art and banking. And on the Bonfire of the Vanities, all the inhabitants of Florence were encouraged to turn out and burn everything that was deemed by the Dominican monks to be immoral. Cosmetics, arts, books, manuscripts, sculptures, musical instruments, playing cards, fine dresses, mirrors. And this was all burnt in one massive bonfire. The reason I'm going on about this is because today it's the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter today is standing still and moving forward. These events are both going to happen in the next 4 or 5 hours. And after the events of yesterday, the Bonfire of the Vanities, the opulence, the extravagance, and particularly the arrogance of some world leaders is now immeasurably damaged. In Britain, Theresa May's card is now, she's screwed. She's screwed. And there may be posturing and she may continue in the short term, but she is mortally damaged as leader of the Conservative Party and Prime Minister of Britain. With a hung parliament now in Britain, there will be another election. Sooner rather than later, within 1 or 2 years. And I would expect over the coming couple of years, minor elections, by-elections to take place where the Conservative government will fall every time. In America, although Donald Trump's spokesperson says that none of the Comey revelations yesterday have harmed him in any way, there is this imagery of a kind of melting waxwork. And I remember seeing on television every American president since Kennedy in the early 60s. And with the possible exception of Nixon, I can't see anyone who's more damaged. And when you think that it's only 3 or 4 months into his presidency and he's got another 3.5 years to run, it makes me wonder whether this is also going to be sustainable. There's very little in common between the policies or the personalities of Theresa May and Donald Trump. But Theresa May did not need to call this election. She had a long-term parliament ahead of her, and now her majority has been absolutely slashed. So she's not going to be able to get the Brexit she wants, and there's not going to be the strength that she previously had in her negotiations with the rest of Europe. Donald Trump in America, for all of his posturing and comments, has been damaged by yesterday's revelations, and I'm sure that there's more to come. Walter Mueller will uncover the truth about any Russian implication in the election, how far it went, and who was involved. I'm absolutely sure of that. So today's full moon is in Sagittarius. It's not actually that bad a full moon. It is squaring Neptune. So you can be sure that today there will be a lot of hype and spin. And there'll be a lot of papering over the cracks. And there'll be a lot of people going, no, it's business as usual, carry on. The markets, at least regarding the British markets, did heavily fall overnight. They're regaining a little bit this morning. The pound against the dollar and the euro has gone down quite a few percent. This will balance out. You know, things will come back to business as usual within a few days' time. But the long-term impacts of today's full moon, I sense the knives are coming out in a number of areas of the world for people who have been too arrogant too opulent, too extravagant, and too easy when it comes to playing with the population's desires and wishes. I watch this space with interest, and I sincerely hope I'm not one of them who the knives are out for. I probably will be, hey, thick skin and all that. Right, world, it's full moon in about 4.5 hours' time. Jupiter goes forward in 5 hours' time. So it's a Sagittarian day today. Get out there and smile. Make the world a better place. Smile at people, then they'll smile back at you. Catch you later, world. Bye.